Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Hysteria Projects. I hope you're doing well and having a wonderful day. The overall energy that is initially coming through, okay, has got to do with your dreams. You could be receiving messages in your dreams. You could be having dreams that just stick out to you. You're being guided, okay? You're being shown things through your dreams. And there's a lot of things that the divine has been handcrafting specifically for you, okay? And one of these things that has been handcrafted specifically for you is the exposure of people's masks, okay? There definitely is a judgment, justice, balancing type of thing that's been going on, and it's reason to celebrate. It really is. You know, the reason to celebrate is because it's justice. You know, you're not getting stuck. You're not getting trapped. All right? People that wanted to feed off of your blessings, off of your intuition, whatever it may be, okay? That might have came out for a reason like that, all right? But whatever it may be, there is a balancing that is taking place. And that is wonderful because this balancing is going to allow for the next thing that the divine has been specifically hand making just for you, okay? In divine timing, okay, you've been working on your north node, okay? You've been working on going in a more positive direction, all right? I gotta pull this to see if I can say, okay, I can't say it. All right, so I wanted to make sure. But one of these things that is being handmade just for you in divine timing, okay, is a partner. And this partner is spiritually based, okay? This is soulmate energy, all right? This is also somebody that is very attractive, okay? And you are attractive to them. Again, this is somebody that is being made specifically for you, okay? It's God sent. It is, all right? And it's going to unfold in divine timing, okay? It's everything has to line up just right, okay? But there is going to be so much love. So much love. And this is spiritually based. You know, spiritually based. This is the divine pouring their love, okay, through this union, through this person. They are making this person just for you. All right. This person has been going through a transformation. This person has been going their own path down this spiritual journey, and soulmate, okay? This is a marriage in the 5D that is going to manifest in the 3. Right? This person is being made for you, and this person will look at you as if you were made for them. Okay? There is a lot of support in this relationship that the divine is building and blessing both of you with. You know, this relationship is going to be balanced and supportive and fun and lighthearted, and you're both going to grow and inspire each other. You know, there's a stability here that you both are going to be each other's key to. You know, there's this flexibility as well. You know, yin and yang, like this is this is going to be absolutely beautiful. You've had to go through some tough shit, and you've risen from the ashes of that. And this partner is also this phoenix rising, has also gone through this transformation. Okay? Not saying that there couldn't been some detours and, squirrel moments type situations along this process, but everything is being perfectly constructed. Okay? Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. And dreams could be significant. Take it how it resonates. Something just popped in your head, that's confirmation. This this justice that you've gone through, okay? These people's mask falling off. These are people that you invested time into. Okay? And for some of you, years that you invested into. And things are being balanced. There's justice being served. There's judgment happening, and this is happening on a spiritual level, on a cosmic level, and the reason why is so things can balance out. So things can balance out, You deserve to have somebody come into your life that is emotionally mature, that wants to have forward movement with you and overcome obstacles. Somebody that is honest. Somebody that wants to have this physical experience and the spiritual experience with you. There's a cheering happening, and it's kind of coming through too, like you should get excited. It's okay to start getting excited. Everything is going to happen in divine timing, be patient. But, this Four of Cups, or this Four of Swords and this Two of Cups here, just continue to work on yourself, continue to grow, continue to do what you have been doing, all right? Continue to do exactly what you've been doing, because the union that is being presented to you, or that will be presented to you, is going to feel like the other half of your soul, all right? And this is going to feel like completion on a totally different level, okay? Because during this, you have been doing inner work. You've been focusing on yourself, all right? And the whole time that you've been doing that, this is what's been happening in the background. This justice happening, this balancing happening, this perfect partner of yours that's being formed and worked on and aligned with you, okay? All of this is happening in the background while you've been working on yourself, while you've been meeting all the aspects of yourself, okay? This says, this is 1 Samuel 18:3. And Jonathan made a covenant with David because he loved him as himself, all right? And because you have worked on this self-love, because you know how to love yourself, you're going to be able to genuinely love another. And this person is going to be able to genuinely love you. In the past, you dealing with all of these toxic situations, okay? These people did not love themselves at all. And you might have not loved yourself at the time either. But if you showed any hint of loving yourself more than these people did, they would try to break you down. Okay? So, you isolated. You worked on yourself. And things are being balanced out into your life, internally, externally, and spiritually, okay? And this love, this union that is being made just for you, you know, is going to be a huge changing decision in your life. All right? This balance, this balancing, okay, of emotions, of your faith, of everything, really. You know, everything is working out for this to align. Of course, in divine timing. This Eight of Feathers, you know, you've been praying for this. Jonah in the belly of the whale, you know, you've been praying to God for help. You've cried to God for a love that would pour into you as you do to them. And these prayers, these manifestations, you know, this is going to be very abundant for you. There is an infinite love here from the divine. You know, they're blessing you with a physical love that is starting off in the spiritual. A real love. You know, you've been very tempted, okay? And I'm not saying tempted in the sense of like you really didn't know what to do and you're teetering on your morals or anything like that. That's not necessarily the temptation I'm talking about. It could be, though. Take it as it resonates, of course. But what I'm seeing here is that you've been tempted by things that are shiny, things like, you know, you've had people come into your life like, I have this, I have that, and, you know, come off like they got everything, right? You know, and you could see past that. You could see past the illusion, okay? What this says in fine print, it says, and this is Matthew 4:9, all this I will give you, he said, if you will bow down and worship me. And that's the devil, you know, the devil tempting you. I'll give you everything you want, okay? But you knew better. You knew that the devil would tempt you with the things that you want and then take them away. Because those aren't blessings, those are temptations. You know, and what God blesses you with cannot be taken by a human or by the devil, okay? If God blesses you with something, he's blessing you, okay? You know, you're moving forward. You have this freedom from this toxic situation, from the devil. You have this freedom from the devil, okay? And because you are free, you know, and you could have been confronted by the devil. Frankly, you could have been disgusted. You could have been so turned off, all right? It was just very eye-opening to you. You know, this Ten of Pentacles, this is what's coming in. This is what the divine is working on. The divine is working on a partnership here, a relationship that is going to withstand time. You know, that is going to be fruitful, that is going to be prosperous, that is going to be fulfilling, you know, within your emotional state, security, safety, I mean, spiritually, everything, you know. You and this person are going to go on this very beautiful journey together. And you could be getting dreams. You could be getting signs about this. You know, pay attention to your dreams. Final messages, please. All right, we got 2. So we have cosmic awareness. The cosmos speak through your intuition. Stay open to its messages, okay? they're trying to send you messages. So if you have dreams that are sticking out, if there's anything, write it down. Because a lot of us will remember a dream as soon as we wake up, and 2 minutes later we've completely forgotten it. So if you wake up, write it down real quick and come back to it later. Okay, they're sending you messages about this. And higher self connection. Connect with your higher self for greater intuitive clarity. All right, you are already in this divine partnership in the 5D. It's manifesting into this 3D form. It's being worked on. It's being made just for you. So if you have questions, be open to the answers. They're trying to answer you. They're trying to give you some clarity. All right? Divine timing, though. Have faith and belief. I hope this message helped. This is definitely something to get excited about. Your spirit team is cheering about all of this because it has all been handmade specifically for you. I hope this message helped. And until next time, bye.